Okay, hey guys, what's up? Poyo here. I know I'm using my stream layout just because it's the only thing that has like my screen and the and my webcam, but I'm not actually streaming. This is just for YouTube anyway. So my man BlazeTheMovieFan just uploaded his Death Note movie review. I know it says right here that I've watched a little bit of it, just because I wanted to check real quick if it was the Netflix movie or like one of the Japanese ones, because I think there were some in Japan before they made a Netflix one. I'm not sure, but this is indeed the Netflix Death Note movie review. So I'm going to be watching this, and because I don't know if it's my request or somebody requested it first, but I did ask Blaze to review this movie, and you guys know the Netflix Death Note movie has quite the reputation, and BlazeTheMovieFan is one of my favorite movie reviewers. So it's only a 4-minute long review, but this is gonna be my reaction to it. Blaze, I hope you're watching. Alright, let me full screen this.
That's strange, I've never seen that movie theater before. What is this place? This is the Netflix cinema. We show movies and TV shows from Netflix. Does that mean I get to see BoJack Horseman the movie? No, of course not. I'm not sure if such a movie even fucking exists. Why was this movie theater made? Well, a lot of people don't like sitting on their ass in a rat or watching Netflix shows and movies. They prefer going to a movie theater. Cool, does that mean I get to watch Netflix movies for free here? No, of course not. You have to pay. Okay, then I will see the Death Note live action movie. This will be $5.
Alright.
Hey guys, what's up? This is BlazeTheMovieFan, and it's time for another movie review. This time I will be reviewing Death Note. But before I dive in, I'm gonna tell you my experience at the Netflix cinema. Honestly, that movie theater is fucking awesome. I would like to go there again sometime.
Okay, hold up. Is there really a Netflix movie theater in... Okay, hold up. I gotta pause this because 1/4 of this video, because it's only a 4-minute long review. 1/4 of this review was just a skit. Now I don't know if in Iceland they actually have like a Netflix movie theater, or if Blaze just made that up. And if so, I have no idea why he's making like 1/4 of this video, and he's still talking about going to the theater too. A skit. Anyway, that's kind of awkward. Anyway, let's get into it. We have less than 3 minutes left to actually see a review of this movie.
But anyway, I was ready to put this movie on my worst movies of 2017 video. No. But I was pleasantly surprised. I expected this movie to be since it got so many negative reviews, but I ended up loving it. So this is yet another unpopular opinion I have. Well then, the movie is about a magical book where someone can write down the name of someone and that person dies. Now let me just say that I have never seen Death Note. Or at least when I did see it, I started during the middle of the show. But that's obviously a fucking bad idea. But I haven't seen it from the beginning. So I have no idea how accurate this movie is to the anime, since I haven't seen it. But on its own merits, I have to be honest, I think that this movie is pretty fucking awesome. Now I'm gonna start by talking about the protagonist of the movie, Light Turner, played by Nat Wolff. Now he's a good kid, a nice kid. Well, technically he's a fucking teenager, but anyway, he has access to the Death Note, and he knows how to do it right. He only writes the names of despicable cunts. And to be honest, he is doing the right thing. He's overall a fucking awesome guy worth rooting for. The next character that I'm gonna talk about is Ryuk, played by Willem Dafoe. Now he is a very powerful demon, and he's the one that handed the book to Turner after all. He tells Turner the rules and what he can or cannot do with the book. And I gotta say, he is a pretty fucking awesome character. Now then, the third and final character that I wanna talk about is Al, played by Lakeith Stanfield. Now he's the one that wants to get to the bottom of who is causing all the deaths happening in the fucking movie. And the scary part is, he's very fucking good at what he does. And he wants to bring the criminal to justice. Of course, he is a scary motherfucker, and that's what makes him a good villain in this movie.
Al
Now,
was
even
so
though he's
scary
doing the right
motherfucker in
thing,
this movie.
I am still calling him a villain because he is someone who is strongly against the protagonist. Moving on. Now, the death scenes in this movie are beyond fucking awesome. They are very bloody and gruesome, and that's what I fucking like about them. In fact, I would go as far as to say that this movie has some of the best death scenes ever, and there's also a logical explanation for all the fucking death scenes. They are of course over the top, but they still make sense, if you know what I mean. Now it's time for my overall thoughts. I'm gonna have to be honest, I think that this movie is beyond fucking awesome. I'm probably the only one who fucking loves this movie, but I am sticking to my opinions. For that, I'm going to give this movie rating 2 thumbs up. Well guys, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.
Okay, so I just finished watching Blaze the Movie Fan's Netflix Death Note movie review, and I have to agree with what he was saying. I guess he didn't really want to make a spoiler review, so I guess that's why he didn't say too much. It's funny is he didn't talk about the girl at all, which is crazy because I don't even remember her name. I don't even know if she was in the anime, and if she is, she was like completely different than what she was in the anime. But yeah, like, I actually have to agree with everything he was saying. Like, L was, when the old dude, I forgot what the L's like old Japanese man caretaker's name was. Like, if you guys have seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. But when that guy was in trouble, L went nuts. Like, yeah, this movie was dope. It was amazing, and I'm glad that Blaze likes it. There's not really much else to say because me and Blaze's opinions are basically the same. There was like complexity to this movie that I wish Blaze talked a little bit more about because Light Turner, he was talking about how he's doing the right thing by killing these people, although it's still controversial because the whole thing is Light thinks he's God, and a person shouldn't, because he has the power to kill people, and a person shouldn't think that they're God. So a person shouldn't make judgments that God would make, such as taking someone's life. But I wish Blaze would have talked a little bit about that because it's not really a spoiler too much. That's literally what the movie's about, is like writing people's name in the Death Note. So I wish Blaze would have talked about that. But other than that, this is a really solid review. And as for the review, Blaze, I give you 2 thumbs up. Really good review, man.